Hi there, my name's Quentin Brown from Web Marketing for Profit. And over the last 20 years, I've run my own online business, developing websites, hosting websites, creating products and services for my customers. And part of this is obviously graphics. And what I've done is over these last 20 years, I've put together a whole range of products which help my customers develop their own graphics. I also teach a lot of disadvantaged young people on how to set up their own little business or get better jobs, and part of this was Photoshop. Now what I've found over the years is lots of people have bought Photoshop but don't know how to use it. And so in this series of videos we're looking at ways you can use the videos. Let's just have a look at the product first. So this is our site, WMFP Stick. And this is our new package, the Photoshop Resource Pack. And basically in the pack we have what we call PSD ATN files. Also some other files that we will look at, but basically they're everything to do with Photoshop. And the beauty of these files is it means that pretty well anybody can make some very simple graphics just by dragging and dropping, turning things on and off, and you can create really professional looking graphics in just minutes. So inside the package, here we have a whole bunch of tutorials, and we'll show you exactly all the different systems we use. There's about 10 5-minute tutorials, and then in here are all the different files. We're using some files out of my PSD, what we call flyers. Now, lots of people still use flyers when you go to conferences. It's great to give out a flyer if you want to do some letterbox drops or anything like that. Flyers, business cards, all these sort of things, they're all designed in Photoshop. And the beauty of them is that on the right here you can see these are all what we call layers. And so each one of these images is a layer. So for example, I can turn off this overlay. Let's go down into the title text. I can turn this off, put something else in there, or I can just change this. It's going to change the text because I don't actually have that text. I could go and look it up, moon get heavy, but I just use one I've got on my own. So let's call it WMFP. Let's call it that. And then we can just go here and maybe choose a bit different, and then we can edit that, we transform it, drag it out a bit. So as you can see, in just a few clicks I can customize the whole thing to whatever I want. I can make these smaller, larger, etc. And everything you can see is in layers. So these now are all the headers, so you can go through and change each one. So once you're finished, print it out, save it and send it to your printer, and they will print it all out for you. And you can just get rid of whole things if you want to. You can put different objects in there and do anything you want. So let's just close that one. I'm not going to save it because it's my template. This is one I did as well. This is just another PSD, and again, as you can see, it's made up of layers, so everything can be changed in it. So basically, without having to go to a graphic artist, you could download this graphic and just change the text, add some information, do whatever you like, and basically once you've got it all done, you're going to have a great product. So for example, if I wanted to change that, I could now go and open, Control A to copy, Control A to select it all, Control C to copy. I'm going to put it in here. I'm just going to go Control V. Here it is here. So I just drag it up, I'll go into my edit, do a bit of transform and scale. I can also just use my buttons for some fine tuning. Just click OK. And now I've changed the whole Outlook just by adding a different logo. So you can do all this very simply. So we'll just save that because I quite like that new one. Here's another one. You could also put a picture of your website in here. Just get a graphic and overlay it and drag it to size. Change all this information. Again, full of layers that you can change and adjust. Here's another one. If you were running a marathon and you wanted to make a brochure for it to put on posts or hang around the place, there's a perfect one. Again, all made out of layers, so you could get rid of the person, put in somebody you know, add a different photo. It's already done for you, so it's so simple. So that's just part of what's on this package. We also have a complete training course that shows you all about layers and how to do it, how to do some great things using Photoshop that you can use for your business. My name's Quentin Brown from Web Marketing for Profit, hoping you enjoyed this short tutorial.